And then the countdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
All right. It's another weekend with Inside the Music Room podcast show. We have an awesome, very awesome special guest with us tonight. We got the
Ladies
hold on.
and gentlemen.
Had to do that. We have the one and only DJ Odie One, man. What's going on, buddy? How is everything going? And how was your week?
Man, what's going on? Thanks for having me. My week's went pretty well. Um, got just found out some information as far as the first two singles that I dropped off my album. One of them broke 11,000 streams in 2 weeks,
Woo.
and that's "Trust Fall" by A Factor and
Nice.
myself. And then of course we got "Streetlights," and it's doing really well on YouTube, and it's doing really well on Spotify also. So it's been a good week. This has really been my first songs that I've ever released that have got any kind of traction like this.
Right.
Most of the time they've been locals, and of course, I mean it's been dope music, but
Yeah.
you gotta have it. You gotta have reach, and if you
Yeah.
don't have reach, you don't have no. You don't. You're pretty much. Unless you're gonna pay for that reach.
Yeah. Exactly, man. You know what? I'm gonna give you an applaud for that because I mean it. Being a producer, uh, being a producer and a DJ all in one, could be challenging. Like you don't know which end you're gonna go. You don't know who you're gonna contact for music. To get somebody to help you. But man, fucking 11,000 streams. Let's go. Hell yeah. And we'll play that song tonight. We'll play that song tonight because I've been listening to that song like honestly the whole week. Like honestly, like almost every day. And I'm not lying. You can even ask my girlfriend. She's been like, "You listen to that song again?" Hell yeah, I am. It's got good tune, good beat, and the video is just amazing.
So that's "Streetlights." That hasn't broke that's broke 12,000 on YouTube.
Yeah,
But as far as streams wise, "Trust Fall" is what I was referring
trust,
to.
yeah,
Um,
trust me. Yeah,
yeah, that's a more of an R&B track. I was really surprised, man, when I sent the beat to him. Well, I sent him a handful of beats,
yeah,
and honestly, I just sent him everything in my folder, and I was
yeah,
just hoping that one would hit. And I was like, I'm hoping he would like at least one of them,
yeah,
and he picked that. He picked my R&B beat that I made out of all
yeah,
beats. Like I was expecting, A Factor. I mean, I was
yeah.
expecting something more on the hip hop side. I mean, it
Right.
is hip hop, but it's more on the R&B side. I think
Yeah,
that's why it's gaining some traction is because it's dipping into the R&B side.
yeah, yeah. That's really cool because I know I listened to that song too, and I was like, I like I said, I follow them guys like on the daily on their Facebook. I don't know if you have them on their Facebook or not, but it just seems like they're gaining a lot more popularity, um, with the music they're coming out with, and man, they're funny too. I don't know if you
Yeah.
ever, yeah, I don't know if you ever seen some of their Facebook posts or whatever, but yeah, they're definitely cool people.
Yeah, they like the chief.
Yeah, right, for sure. Yeah, man, that's cool, man. I definitely applaud you for that because I know how it is when it's rough and tough out there. You got to find that right personality that'll do your song. And I hope definitely better things for you in the future.
Oh, we got more coming out.
Yeah, hell yeah. So like when did you like start like producing music besides your DJ career? Like when did you figure like, all right, well, I'm gonna do maybe something on the side or um things like that.
For sure. Um, so I started out as a DJ at a
Yeah.
local skating rink. I live in Terre Haute, Indiana,
Okay.
and
Ooh.
so there was this place called the Skate Center. I was 14 years old. I
Okay.
got my first job DJing, um, and then it just kind of grew from there. And I just found a niche that I enjoyed, and then I started DJing at my school radio station.
Yeah.
And the DJ at the skating rink taught me how to scratch on turntables. And so when I started DJing at my school radio station,
Yeah.
um, I brought that in there. And then fast forwarded a little bit more. So I'm 18, 19. I go to the army. Um, and when I wasn't deployed, I was DJing at clubs on the weekends.
Yeah.
Um, didn't need the money, just did it for the love. Because I
Yeah.
mean, I love music, and I
Yeah.
actually enjoy DJing more than I do producing. Although I do really enjoy producing.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2018, um, I started going to school for audio engineering,
Okay.
and that's when I started getting into producing and I started making beats. I I took a Ableton Live certification class and then Pro Tools certification class. I mean, they just they drilled it into our heads. So like
Yeah.
I'm completely fluent with Ableton, Reason, and Pro Tools,
Yeah.
and Soretto, of course. That's what I use when I DJ.
Yeah.
Um, but and then I started I messed with some locals, and then I did some local gigs with DJing, um, DJ at some clubs around here, and yeah, I mean that brings me to where I'm at now. uh,
Right.
Here I am, let's see, 5 years later. um, I've put out a lot of music. Um, if you look on my Spotify page,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've there's an artist named Grump, and he's one of my loyal. He's very loyal, and he puts out some really quality stuff. And I just landed him a feature with Blind Fury.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
so the Odd Squad turned him down because they didn't like his content.
Uh
Um,
yeah.
and but I got him a feature like I promised him, so he's got that coming up. And
Right.
so I don't know. I mean, that's just really about it.
Yeah.
That's what I do, man.
Oh, oh yeah, man. How long have you been in the radio career for?
um, I just started this year. Well, I mean, okay, so I did the school radio station thing.
Yeah.
We broadcasted in the hallways. We didn't have an actual broadcasting system.
Right.
Um, where we on? But as far as FM radio, just this year, well, last year, so last semester. Um, but that's what I've always wanted to do. Um,
Yeah.
I got a job, and during the pandemic, I was supposed to move to Colorado Springs,
Right.
um, to go work for Syndicate Empire Radio as a DJ with Dominic Garcia. And I wasn't able to make that move because the cost of living was too expensive. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, my radio career didn't start then. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad it didn't in a way, but in a way I'm not, because I really would have liked the experience. The radio station I'm at now, they made me work for that hip hop show.
Yeah,
I also DJ another show, and we play random stuff.
right,
Um, I'm trying to talk the station manager and let me bring in my turntables and scratch and you know
do some like
live.
remixes and stuff, mixes, yeah,
Yeah, following the music that they're playing, just allowing me to add effects and cuts and things
yeah,
like that. You know, yeah. Another thing is I was supposed to go DJ for the Odd Squad family, or no, I'm
ooh,
sorry, for Nubs, his
yeah,
first solo concert, and
yeah,
that ended up not happening over some the logistics didn't end up working out.
right,
Um, but I got a current situation going on right now. It's pretty unfortunate, but I'm
right,
kind of locked down to one spot. But once all that gets over with, I'm going to be traveling and I'm going to be DJing for them, and
yes, sir.
that's going to be a really unique opportunity. Um, like I said, I enjoy DJing more than I do producing.
Yeah, don't you ever feel like like you were born a DJ, like
I
especially when
do.
you you know what I mean? Like I've been DJing myself for like gosh 15 plus years, whether it was events or bars or whatnot. But yeah, don't you like it just feels like it was your call, you know? Like, like it's you, you know?
Yes, I totally agree with you there. I
Yes,
just
sir.
like I like making the crowd do what I tell them.
I
That's
know it.
what I like.
I know it. Like that. You feel like you're in the entertainment business. Like, what was the craziest DJ memory you can ever like think of? Like, did something crazy happen with anybody, or like did you know what I mean? Like, did you have any like moments where you're like, oh man, why am I in this business?
So I was DJing at this nightclub called Beaky's,
Okay.
and it was an on and popping night, and so my wife's there, and
Oh
she's
boy.
standing on the side of the stage,
Yeah.
and so you know how it is when you DJ, you can't hear them talk, so you
No, you
gotta
can't.
lean in. You gotta lean in to listen to what they're saying.
Yeah.
And so I lean in to listen to what this chick's telling me, what she's trying to tell me,
Yeah.
and she just plants a wet one right on me, dude. Like,
Oh.
and my wife right there, I'm thinking, great, they're gonna fire me because she's fixing to beat her ass.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man. Like what do you like what is your plans for the like future? What's your like dream like job, like I know you just, dropped a couple of tunes with the Odd Squad guys. You're a radio host. Like what is your like ultimate like goal in all this music, your music career?
I want to continue producing, and I want to be a tour DJ for a while. I'm 40 years old.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
It's been a dream all my
Yeah,
life to be a tour DJ.
right.
Everybody who wishes to be a doctor, they're an astronaut or whatever. Me, it was a hip hop tour DJ, and that
Yes,
is the
sir.
God's honest truth.
Yeah. That's definitely a good one because like I feel like that, like as a producer and a DJ, like if you get in the hands with the right person and the right artist and the like famous or not, you can start doing that, like um they make the song for you and then you go to their club that they like to hang out at, and whatnot, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there playing their songs, like I mean, I feel you. Like we're both kind of similar, we got both similar backgrounds and everything. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, you got any singles or anything like for as yourself, like as a producer? Do you have any like songs coming out? Do you want your fans to know like what's going on? Um,
Yeah. Well, so I got an album that I'm going to be dropping
Okay.
probably in February,
Right.
mid February, late February. It's going to be titled DJ Odie One presents All in the Mix Volume One.
Sweet.
It's going to have those two singles on there, the Streetlights and Trust Fall.
Yeah.
It's going to have a solo track by Snowman, the other member of Oz Squad,
Nice.
um, and um, and then I got three features, one from each of them, paired up with some artists that I already fuck with,
Okay.
that are really dope. One of them's Van de Man. He's from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yeah.
Um, Super dope dude. He's actually a doctor. And at
Oh
first,
wow.
when he told me, yeah, it blew my mind because I thought he was messing with me, and
Yeah.
because I asked him like, dude, I was like, you're witty, man, because it's like what he would write. And when he first when we he first did a 4-track EP for me, which is on my Spotify page also. It's called The Wild Card. That's actually my most favorite album that I ever put out.
Yeah.
Um, but he's going to be on it. And I asked him, I was like, why? I was like, dude, I'm like, what do you do for a living? He's like, I'm a doctor. I'm
Wow.
like, no way.
Wow.
So the prove it.
Yeah.
Don't never judge a book by its cover. I'll tell you that,
Right.
because he dresses in the big baggy clothes. Like, I mean, I wear baggy hip hopish urban clothes, but I
Yeah.
mean, this dude wears the big hip hop jeans
Yeah.
and
Like
like
that's
the
crazy.
big shirts.
Yeah. Right. That's crazy because it's funny you mentioned that because it's like I feel like I feel like fashion these days. Even if you think like somebody's walking down the street and you're like, what? Why is he wearing that stuff? He's probably got like a whole lot of cash and a whole lot of money. But they're like that though, so they don't think that way. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's crazy. But man, you got any shout outs you want to do for any of your fans or
I mean, yeah.
Squad family, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Shout out to all my fans,
Yeah.
everybody who rocks with me. Shout out to all my customers that have me mix and master their work. Um, shout out to everybody on the album: Van de Man, Grump, um, A Factor, Snowman, Nubs. Shout out to Problems 812. Shout out to Slumlord, Slumlord XD. Super talented guy. Another guy here local. His album just went gold.
Nice.
And his name's Field Boy Savage. He's going to be on the album. And a special shout out to my wife for allowing me to pursue my dreams.
Yeah.
Um, allowing it to just allowing me to move forward with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Um, and a special thank you to all my haters that motivate me.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Because that's what keeps it going right there. Like especially like when you're like caught up in a moment. Like what was your favorite like ever moment from like any DJ, any radio host, any producing, making beats. Like what was your craziest moment that you can remember?
Well, I actually have to say right now, the moment, I mean, other than me hitting a streaming mark on
Yeah.
these numbers, would have to be when an artist from around here, he's got a good following. His name's Problems 812.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on the album too.
Nice.
I was DJing his birthday bash. So we had a concert and we filled the place up at the bar we were at, which was decent because we were outdoor and it was in a fenced in area. So like it was real decent. And I always told my wife, I was like, look, I'm telling you, I'm like, when I get into that right spot, I'm like, I'm gonna have people singing the words of the songs I'm playing, and they're gonna do
Yeah.
everything I tell them to do. And there was a moment during the show um, when I was hyping the crowd up
Yeah.
for Problems to come on, and I actually threw on some Young Bloods. Damn, if you don't give
Oh,
it, damn, we don't give it.
yeah,
You know,
yep.
and I got everybody in that place screaming the words, and me and my wife just kind of locked eyes at that moment, and we kind of spoke to each other without speaking to each other, and
Yeah,
she was kind of like, "You had your moment." I was like, "Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that song is, there's a few dangerous songs to play when you're a DJ, you know, like,
yeah."
I mean I don't know if you ever, like, get that weird vibe, like, when you're out DJing somewhere and you're like, "Oh, maybe should I play this song even though it's a request?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
Oh, there's some stuff I won't play. It just
Yeah.
if it's gonna throw off the vibe, I won't play it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, sometimes you gotta like do you like when you go out DJing and stuff, do you have like a true list? Like or do like the events that you're at, do they like tell you what to play or do they like, you know, be like, all right, DJ, well I want you to play this. Don't play that. Like is it or do you just like kind of bring your own list?
No, I mean, I bring my own music,
Yeah,
and I mean, I really just play on instinct. I just and reading the crowd,
yeah,
um, and I mean, like, um, when I was DJing at some bars, there was this bar I was DJing at, um, which was in the same town as Beaky's nightclub that I was telling you about
okay, yeah,
the incident. Um, and they kept requesting like classic rock, and it's not that I don't like rock, but
yeah,
it's kind of
overrated.
like I'm a fucking hip hop DJ, you know. I'm
Right.
sorry for my language.
No, no,
Um,
no. That's you can say
all right,
whatever you want to
so
do.
like I'm a hip hop DJ. Hell no,
Yeah,
I'm not playing Leonard Skinner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
and
right. Yeah.
so that didn't work out too well. That spot ended up shutting down. So did Beaky's though, but I stood my ground, and I stayed true to what I am as what type of DJ I am, and
Yes.
it always works out for me. Um, I always seem to get the crowd engaged, and I mean, yeah, I just really
Yeah.
just try to stay true to what I know, and
Yeah.
everything else really follows.
Oh
But
yeah.
hey, there's been times though I have cleared the dance floor.
Oh yeah. Hey,
That is
you
the
know what?
worst feeling ever.
Yes. Like I mean, I don't want to talk too much about that, but I know how that feels because when I start playing like some people like oldies, but if you're in like a younger crowd, they don't want to hear that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
that's funny because that's what cleared the floor was an
yeah,
old school hip hop song.
yeah, and you know, old school hip hop is like the best. Like it should like energize a crowd and not like kill it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right. So all right, man. Our I got a game that I actually have on here.
All right,
Um, it's really easy, really simple. It's called Name Three. So if I name three, I'll give you three questions, and and you would have to answer them. There's no time limit. Just a little fun that I got going on with this whole podcast deal. So I'm gonna play the video, and then we'll get right to it.
all right,
All right, here we go. Here's the video, and I'll start asking questions.
all right.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, DJ Audie One. I wanted to say it a lot because I actually like that DJ name. So, oh yeah. But here we go.
Appreciate it.
Here's name three 1980s hair bands. Name three 1980s hair bands.
I'm gonna kill this. Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, and Skid Row.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Name three professional football quarterbacks. So, if you follow football.
Patrick Mahomes, Brett Favre, and Peyton Manning.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Green Bay. Just say. All right. Name 3 streets in your town.
Oh shit. Ha! Third Street, Cherry Street, and First Street.
There you go, man. Congratulations. All right, hold on. Let me do the applaud crowd. There you go. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Good job. You don't really win a prize or anything, but that was just for fun.
Yeah, that's
But
cool.
hell yeah. So like I know you don't this is like your first ever time on the podcast that we've been talking, throughout the whole week. Um like how do you feel about like podcasts, and how do you follow any podcasts? Do you listen to any podcasts?
Um, yeah, like I watched Shannon Sharp's podcast, his talk show.
Yeah.
Um, and like I mean I watch a few here and there, but none like religiously. Um,
Right.
our station manager actually wants us to get involved in podcasting also. So I might attempt to dabble in it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work out because I don't really see. I don't know. I don't know. Rich, if you're hearing this, I don't really want to do no podcasting.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. I've been waiting this whole time to play your song. Um, I was actually honestly thinking about putting the video up, but I'm like, like honestly, it's really up to them if they want me to do the video on an actual podcast. But nonetheless, this song actually speaks to me a lot because um, like they talk about street lights and things like that and nightlife and everything. And I noticed that Nubs. I've watched it too. I watched the video Nubs. All them guys are really on there. That I follow. So if you wanna introduce this song, this is your beat. This is your work. So go right ahead.
All right. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your boy DJ Odie One. You're ready to listen to Street Lights featuring myself, Nubs, and the Oz Squad family.
All right, here we go.
Hey, what up, DJ Odie One? Love. The sun's finally down, now I feel alive. The stars in the sky, that's my kind of vibe. So I ain't gonna stay inside tonight. When I hit the town, my eyes full of lights. Always with some friends down for the ride. We ain't gonna stay inside tonight. Universe steering through the cosmos, and I'm trying to see it, I won't let my eyes close. When you really in your moment, feel the time slow. Street lights on sundown, that's the recipe. I'm grinding through the day, but at night you get the best of me. Mobbing through the city with my woman sitting next to me. It's a different vibe, I've been feeling like a better me. Cause I remember all them nights I used to break down. I've been working through my pain, I need a break now. That's why I've been looking forward to the night. That's when I come alive, and that's a feeling I can't shake now. So I let it all go to the nightlight. That's when I get my mind right. I ain't tripping on the days, but the stars call my name, and that's probably why I lie. The sun's finally down, now I feel alive. The stars in the sky, that's my kind of vibe. So I ain't gonna stay inside tonight. When I hit the town, my eyes full of lights. Always with some friends down for the ride. We ain't gonna stay inside tonight. Whole team show up on the scene. We been working with $1 and a dream. Stay grinding, we know nothing come free. But we ain't really worried about a thing, nah. Hold up, they been waiting for the squad to show up. They been pulling out the cams every time I roll up. Someone told the DJ play my song. Party all night long. If I have any more, I'll probably throw up. Really vibing, we be dancing in the moonlight. It's the stars in the sky, you know the moon right. Living life floating on the stream. Yeah, life is but a dream when you're staring at the moonlight. Cause the universe steering through the cosmos, cosmos, and I'm trying to see it, I won't let my eyes close. When you really in your moment, feel the time slow. The sun's falling down, now I feel alive. The stars in the sky, that's my kind of vibe. So I ain't gonna stay inside tonight, tonight. When I hit the town, my eyes full of lights. Always with some fans down for a ride. We ain't gonna stay inside tonight.
Man,
Shout out to
congratulations.
Nubs. Shout out to Nubs. Man, he blessed me on that.
Yeah, I don't even know like how they come up with the lyrics. You know, like I would love to get in their minds. You know, like I would love to actually I have them right here on this show. Like honestly, but
The
man,
beat.
that's a good track, man. I love the tune of it. Like when did you actually like make that track? Like how like what year? Like what like dimension, if you will.
It was a 2021 because I label my beats by dates,
Right.
and I just remember it. I remember it saying 21 on it. So
Yeah.
probably like actually I think it was like in March of 2021 is when I made that beat.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
love it.
I've been sitting on a gang of beats and for a while, and I just been waiting. See, I contemplated on whether I was going to put them in a beat store, like create my own web page and on BeatStars or something and
Yeah.
sell them. But honestly, I don't want to water down my product and get some
Right.
whack ass rapper to buy my beat and then him just put it out and then it just water my product down. So
Right.
I'm more really going to hold tight to what I got and just have them exclusively for artists that I want to work with. I just think that that's my best. I think that's the best decision.
Yes, sir. Because I, like, man, like that tune right there, it just feels like it has like that like summer, spring, kind of vibe to it. Like, I
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh huh.
honestly, man, I don't even know how many times I actually listened to that song all week long. Now
I'm
I've
glad you fuck with it. I'm glad you
I
fuck
know,
with it.
right? Yeah, but, like now I guess now I actually get to talk to the real guy that actually made it. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool.
Shout out to Matt Campbell. That's the Osquad family manager.
Mm.
Um, he's a super talented engineer. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah,
him.
yes
He,
sir, yes sir. Well, I mean, I'm trying to come up with some questions, but if you have anything you want to say, or if you want to do any more shout outs that you forgot, or go check out your social media, what you got going on for social media, all that good stuff.
um, we say go check out my social media.
Yeah, like what is all your social media like, for fans to go check out, or
Oh yeah. So I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Um, I tried to get an artist page for YouTube, and so I gotta have some official videos myself. I gotta have 3 official videos
yeah.
releases. Um, so
Well, you're on your way.
that that'll be happening because where I go to college at the video services, they're actually going to they're going to make videos for some of the tracks that I have on this upcoming album,
Yeah.
and so I'll have that in motion. So mainly, you just find me on Facebook and Instagram, just DJ Odie 1. Um, that's mainly where you can find me. And of course, you can find me on all streaming platforms. You can find me on iTunes. Apparently, that's still a thing.
I know,
Um,
right?
but I don't know. And shout out to my station manager, Rich Green, for putting me on the All Hip Hop Show. Um, and just shout out to everybody who's rocking DJ Odie 1. and everybody is rooting for me. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. You got a new customer right here, so I'll be watching and listening in.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, definitely. All right, man. Well, if you want to close it out for the night, if you got anything else you want to say, if not, we'll just we'll close her out.
Yeah, there's one thing. There's one thing I want to say.
All right.
Don't ever give up on your dreams.
Yes, sir.
Don't ever do it. And if you want someone to bet on yourself. Make that commitment and bet on yourself, because you can't go wrong.
Right. And that don't matter like what kind of dream you have or what kind of influence, because there's a lot of there's a lot of influencers out there that you want to be like, but then you want to do what you want to do. That's honestly why I got in the music business,
Oh
because
fuck! I totally forgot. There wouldn't be no DJ Odie one right now if it wasn't for an artist named Eagle Vision or Vision Eagle. He used to go by Broken 812. Man,
okay.
he I can't tell you enough about this cat. He lives out in Colorado. He grows mushrooms. He's really good at it too. And man, like, he's got a song out on Spotify. He did have more music, but he took it down. He went through this spiritual transformation and changed his name and shit. But it was Broken 812, but now it's Eagle Vision or Vision Eagle. I'm not sure which way he lists it. Man, if it wasn't for me seeing him in the studio and being around him when he was writing and making his albums, I probably would have never got into producing.
Right. Yeah.
So that is
Yeah.
one thing. I can't believe I forgot that, but I didn't forget it. So
right. Yeah, there you go. That's an awesome job. I know this is your first podcast, man. So what do you think about podcasting now that you've actually got your feet wet?
I like it. I mean, I like being a guest on it.
Yeah.
It's just like anything. I know I might dabble in it a little bit. That's just not where I really wanted to go. Not that there's anything wrong with podcasting, because I think it's pretty cool. I like the concept of having audio and video.
Right.
That appeals to me.
Right.
Because otherwise it would just be radio.
And you're probably really used to radio by now, so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
here we go again.
So yeah, I think podcasting is pretty cool. There's a few other podcasts, $1 Million Game or something like that. I don't remember. That I just see like clips on social media. $1 Million Worth of Game, The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
DJ Envy is my favorite DJ. He runs The Breakfast Club.
Nice.
I like watching that. If I had a podcasting show, it would be similar to The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, definitely. Like the whole idea with mine is like just to get like like a lot of independent people that need a little bit of help or need a little bit of leeway, or need a little bit of just trying to be on air somewhere, whether you're a producer. But I when I heard that song from them guys, I'm like, all right, I gotta contact this guy, because like that beat is just like, you can listen to it over and over again. Like, is that your goal too, is to get like your songs on the radio, even though you
Absolutely.
the radio.
Absolutely. I definitely want more of my beats out there. Put beats to words, as people would say. But I definitely need them with the right artist. one of the requirements for me to work with an artist is they got to be willing to invest in themselves. If they're
Yes.
not willing to invest in themselves, if they're giving you a hard time about $50 to mix or master a song or something like that, like they're not worth fucking with.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like they're
Definitely.
just
Well, no, go ahead.
no. I mean, so um, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I do mixing and mastering and then I record music on the side. Um,
Yeah.
so I try to do that for extra money. So, like I dabble in I got my hands in a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, sir, you definitely do. That's what I'm about to say. Watch out for DJ Odie 1 in 2024. I'm telling you, this guy is gonna be known in homes and everything. He's known in my home, but he's gonna be known elsewhere too. So just everybody watch for him, follow his social media, um, check out his producing music from for the Yacht Squad family. I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate everything that you're doing for sure.
Right on, man. I appreciate you having me on. This is
Hey,
my first time. I was excited when you hit me up. I was like, look, I was talking to my wife. I was like, babe, I'm like, somebody wants me on the podcast. I'm like,
yeah,
it's finally happening.
yeah. Hey man, I'm happy to get to get you on here, and definitely if you start getting bigger, bigger and bigger, I'll definitely get in contact with you, and
Hit me
uh
up anytime.
hell yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and definitely rooting for you over here.
Right on, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good night. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, that was DJ Odie 1. He produces for the Yacht Squad family, as well as others. Make sure y'all follow him on your social media pages for everything, latest news, updates. But man, January 22nd of this year, make sure y'all tune into DHP 100 radio show. Got a surprise for y'all as well. But y'all have a really good weekend. Peace out. TG Productions.